Okay, so I knew this going in, and I watched the movie for the first time in a while, and A Clockwork Orange is my favorite movie ever. It is my top movie because it is amazing, and this is really shit lighting, but because it is amazing, it is by far the most. It's just awesome, and you feel like you like it, but you feel fucked up for liking it. You're like, what the hell is wrong with me that I would see this movie and be like, yes, that is awesome. For one thing, the main guy is gorgeous and awesome. Like, he's so clever and British and just. I've actually seen a stage version of this, and you wouldn't think that you would be able to do this on the stage, but you can. There is yet to be an incarnation of this that I haven't liked. I haven't read the book. I wanted to, but I always get disappointed if I like the movie and then go back and read the book because that happened with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I watched the movie and I was like, oh my god, Jack Nicholson, I never knew you were hot because I only saw him when he was older. Other side. But and then I went back and read the book and I'm like, you guys did a really good job, but it's not the same story because the book's about the Indian and then the movie's about Jack Nicholson. But that's not the point I was trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is A Clockwork Orange is a movie that everyone should see, even though I just love. I don't know if people watch this thinking that I'm not going to give away the movie, or if anyone watches it at all, but no one cares. But not to give away the movie, but the ending is just the best ever. Like you're rooting, and this one of those movies where you're rooting for the wrong guy. You know you're rooting for the wrong guy, but and it's just this big, huge philosophical question that if you can stop someone from doing something bad, but you're doing it against their will in a way that is painful to them, is that better? Like, is that for the good of society? Should that person never be allowed to do? But he's a psychopath. Like, you don't want him to be out there doing what he's doing, raping and killing people. But then at the same time, you were like he got like when he comes out of prison, you were like he has been fucked over. Like he gets the crap beaten out of him, and but you don't. You're supposed to be like, yeah, he's getting what he deserved, and you're like, no, Alex, like we love you. And also, the best thing about this movie is the language. Is just like that. I want to learn how to talk like that and just talk like that all the time. Every once in a while, something will happen, and the only thing in my head is just like, ooh, it's all ultra violent. I can't do a British accent. But the point is that the language in this is awesome. Apparently, the book is written completely in that language, which I think would be confusing, but I wouldn't care. And this movie, it's just so 70s and British and just wrong and awesome. It just defies like explanation. And I love it so much, and I would just freak out. But I don't recommend this movie to other people because of just how messed up it is. Like, just it's so just like that anyone could think of this, or that this might be the future. I don't know. I mean, like, I know this was made in 1970 something, and Stanley Kubrick had issues. Oh my god. I think it was him, but he'd give LSD to people at his parties without telling them, and then just stupid happens. And you're like, wow, that's messed up. I don't want to go to his party. But yeah. But just and I just love the movie and everything about it, and the I don't remember what the actor's name is, but he is amazing. Like, he is Alex, and he has done other things since then, obviously, because I don't think he won an Oscar for this, but it's a cult movie, so everyone loves him. But just that character and the eye makeup, it's so iconic that it is just, even though so many people have never heard of I had heard the movie before I watched it. I actually watched it when I was babysitting, so that could have ended really badly. But just that it's so iconic, and yet so many people just haven't seen it. And it's probably a good thing because of like the subject matter in it. I don't think a lot of people should see it. It's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where you're like, yes, this is amazing, but then at the same time, you know how fucked up you are, and so watching a fucked up movie isn't that much of a surprise to you. Like, I've got a couple movies like that I'm like, I love them, but I'm never gonna tell anyone else that I love them because they're gonna think I'm insane and want to go wig out and kill a homeless guy. But it's just everywhere, and the costumes. I swear to God, that's just it's stupid because you're like, why would they wear that? But it's just referencing so many things with the eye makeup and the Mozart and the cod pieces and the dress like mental institutions and the masks. Just the and just the questions it leaves you with. You're like, is it right? Should they have done that? Because you're appalled. That procedure they put him through, that's the stuff of nightmares. Truly terrifying. Can you imagine, like, having to sit through this and being, like, physically, violently ill, and then suddenly, and you can never defend yourself again. You've left him defenseless. And they prove that in the movie. That, and he nearly dies, tries to kill himself. I've given away the movie, and I said I wouldn't. But just just you just love this movie, or you were just like, what the hell? You, if you don't like it, you'll shut it off. That's what you'll do. My computer screen just went off. But if you don't like it, you'll shut it off like 10 minutes in. And if you don't get through those first 10 minutes, then just don't bother. You won't like it because it is messed up and amazing and ugh, just even like if you have any chance to see any incarnation of it, if you ever see it on stage, that's wicked cool. But obviously, Stanley Kubrick was perfect. I mean, like, just this storyline is amazing, and anyone who doesn't like it is probably more sane than the rest of us. But just so happy that it's on this list. Just because I think a lot of people should see it, and I was never going to be the person to say, see this movie. Someone else needed to be like, no, we're going to watch this. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm just in love with this movie and in love with the Alex. In a sad, sad way. But just, he's so intelligent. Like, you don't think he is, but oh my god. No, the eye is just so awesome. I think it's this eye. But with the eyeliner, not with the eyeliner, the mascara. I swear to God, I'm going to start walking around with just one mascara on just to pay homage to the awesomeness that is this movie. But that's my reaction to it. It's me saying awesome like 50 times because it's awesome. Love this movie. And I've loved it since I was like 16. So awesome. And I'm glad you put it on this list. So I've seen a lot of the movies this week already. But I was glad to have an opportunity to go back to this movie because I hadn't seen it in a while and I love it so much. So, bye.